So you decided to see me out of the blue. Should I let you come over? I think you're doing fine.
Hi guys, I'm Haley and today is day 9 of the Raw for Ramadan challenge. Today I'm going to talk about intermittent fasting, the benefits, and some tips and tricks on how to do it. Ramadan is considered long-term intermittent fasting. It is a 30-day period of fasting from sunrise to sunset. You're still eating during the day, so it's not complete fasting. A lot of people, when they think of fasting, they think that that's bad and they think your body is immediately going to go into starvation mode and your muscles are going to atrophy and all kinds of things that are just not true. A lot of people who go on crash diets, and I know that I used to do this way back in the day, is I would try to fast for a day after I had eaten really bad the day before, kind of yo-yo dieting, and halfway through the day, I would be telling myself over and over again, this isn't healthy, this isn't healthy, this isn't healthy. When in fact, it was really important to take that time off after that big day of binge eating so my body could actually digest and detox and get back to healing itself and keeping my metabolism up. Intermittent fasting isn't for everyone. It's obviously not for sick people, it's not for pregnant people, it's not for people who don't want to fast or don't like fasting, and that's totally fine. I really only do an intermittent fast this one time of year. I'm not one of those people who does it once a week or anything like that, although I have known people who do that and they swear by it, and it's not unhealthy for you. If you've ever tried fasting, or if you've ever tried to increase the span of time between your meals, like a lot of diets tell you to do, to wait at least 4 hours between meals, you may have felt hunger pains and you may have thought this isn't healthy and this isn't working and I shouldn't be doing this. If you're a relatively healthy individual with no underlying health problems and you're not in one of those groups that I mentioned before, feeling that hunger pain is just a feeling. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. You can go really, really, really long time without eating, like weeks. And you can go days without having any kind of detrimental effect to your body. So don't be afraid of fasting. If you felt those hunger pains before, I definitely don't recommend going to sleep hungry. I've done that before and it's just not very a pleasant thing at all. I'm not recommending you do that. Realize that there are a lot of people in the world that are going through much, much, much harder mandatory fasting than you are. And your body can go for a long time without needing food. So what are the benefits of intermittent fasting? Well, I'm going to put a link in the bottom to a couple of articles that I've found that explain it a lot better than I could. But basically, intermittent fasting and fasting in general is like pushing a reset button on your body. It gives your body time to reboot and restart, to actually finish digesting your food, and then put some of that energy to use fixing things. So think of your unhealthy body as always trying to catch up. It's always trying to fix problems that are arising, but it also has to expend enormous amounts of energy on digestion. Digestion is uses more energy than anything else in your body. So if you have been eating really rich or dense or fiber-rich foods or meats or dairies, things that take a long time to break down in your body, intermittent fasting can be a great way to give your body a rest. And another thing you can do is decrease your appetite. One thing that happens during Ramadan is that as you're eating less every day, your stomach is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's getting happier and happier with smaller bits of food. You'd think that we would get to the end of the day and then just binge and eat so much rice and meat and just, even for me, raw salads and things like that. But that is not the case. You actually start to feel not as hungry as you felt before. Your appetite actually decreases. A study of Japanese health and longevity showed that their lower calorie diet and the fact that they eat smaller meals at every meal actually contributed to their record long lifespans. So now I wanted to give you some tips that I use specifically during Ramadan and could definitely be applied to anyone who wanted to take up intermittent fasting. Tip number 1, make sure that you're committed. Make sure that you know why you're fasting, you know the benefits of fasting, you're ready for it, you mentally are prepared to feel hunger and not do anything about it. That's probably the biggest thing. My big motivation during Ramadan is my husband, and knowing that he's going through the same thing that I am, as well as my overall desire to lose weight, I have a lot more motivation this year during Ramadan than I have during past years when I wasn't so committed and I wasn't so focused. Tip 2, find a buddy. Like I was saying about my husband, if you can find someone who's interested in doing it with you, there's tons of people on YouTube that are trying to lose weight and in the weight loss community, and intermittent fasting is definitely one of those things that I have tried and would have tried even without participating in Ramadan. Tip 3, make sure that you're eating nutritious food. At least you're getting your basic vitamins and minerals. I recommend getting a raw multivitamin, a Garden of Life. I use that. They're awesome because that's obviously really important. That's the main reason you're eating. It's also enjoyable to eat, but the main reason you eat and the main reason you feel hungry is because your body is craving the nutrients that it needs to work properly. 4, get plenty of rest, especially the first couple of days if you're doing it for a longer period of time like Ramadan. One thing that's good about fasting is that as you go along and the more you fast, the more your body clears itself out and gets rid of toxins and is able to work better and faster, that will go away. You'll actually start thinking clearer, you'll actually feel better, you probably won't need to sleep as much, but definitely recommend that you don't try to do anything overly intense mentally or physically during that time. And tip number 5, which I find really, really important to me during Ramadan, is finding something to occupy your time. You don't want to sit around being bored all day long. Intermittent fasting is not only a time to reset your body, but it's a time to reset your mind. Try meditation, try yoga, take time out of work to just sit and think about the day and think about the good thing that you're doing for your body and how happy you will be when you get to your goal, and definitely make intermittent fasting a positive experience. Intermittent fasting is not part of a balanced crash diet. So I hope you enjoy this video. Tomorrow's video is going to be a recipe video for jicama Mexican style rice from Annie Pio's cookbook. So here's my cake mashup, and I hope you guys have had a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
You remain my most favorite thing, and all the time I keep you near me, and all the time I keep you near me. Like lullabies, you are forever in my mind. I see you in all the pieces in my life. Though you weren't mine, you're my first love.
It is iftar and we are eating and feasting and it is delicious. I hope you all had a good day and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!
Go away with you. And I will leave all my troubles here.